Hey guys, it's Tony here to do another 2014 album review. You don't know how many times I've tried doing this freaking review. Literally, it took me 2 days to get a good version. So I'm hoping this take will be a good one. But the album I'll be reviewing today is 68's In Humor and Sadness. This band is Josh Scogin's new project, who has been in bands like The Chariot and Norma Jean, which are kind of bigger bands in the whole hardcore, heavy, aggressive music type thing. Even though, honestly, this is kind of continuing his reputation of not really being in the same genre with each release and with each band that he's been in. Norma Jean wasn't anything like The Chariot, and The Chariot is like nothing like 68. And while 68 does have this aggressive vibe and this angry sound, it also has aspects of post-rock, like psychedelic rock, noise rock, and you can definitely hear a lot of that here. And he still utilizes the screamed vocals, which is pretty cool, but he also has a lot of very melodic and soft and clean vocals. Really awesome, melodic moments on this record. And they really do kind of shine through most of this. And something that you can really hear, like, that really screams psychedelic is the guitars. They have, like, a perfect mix of being, like, aggressive, but also, like with his vocals, it's very desperate, and it shows, like, desperation. With the guitars, it kind of adds, like, this attitude-type vibe to it. It's very fun, it's very, jammable, I guess. I feel like you just want to, like, sit down and relax and listen to something that you can, like, bob your head to. Like, it's the distortion on the guitars is just perfect, and the only sad part about that is that it's just, I've heard it plenty of times. There are bands like Norma Jean and I almost said The Contortionist, The Chariot, but they were still a little bit different. They both had, different vibes, different sounds. I've heard plenty of bands like 68, to be honest, and that kind of takes away from it a little bit. Even though there are really awesome moments, there's kind of too much of a structure and too much of a control, which The Chariot, if you've ever heard a song by The Chariot, they're pretty chaotic most of the time. And while they do have a structure, and these bands did have a focus with the, chaotic side, this one just seems a little bit too controlled at times, but it's still listenable. It's more accessible to people who are just getting into his vocals, and, but it's not going to make them want to look back at his old projects and be like, oh, I like this too. I mean, unless you do like all kinds of stuff, you're going to enjoy that. But it is still a good album. It does have awesome moments and a good contrast of being heavy and soft, even though most of the time it's very controlled and very not chaotic. Let's just say that. It's not bombastic, it's not in your face, it's more kind of laid back. And I feel like if it's going to be, like, have hardcore aspects, it should be a little bit more, like, aggressive in some ways. But, yeah. My favorite track on here is, even though it's one that's softer and has a control, it's done very well, and I think it's a really good one off this album, and it's called N. The song is called N because the track list literally spells out regret not, and the last song is just a period, so it's pretty cool. It might have some sort of concept, I'm not sure, but I think that's pretty cool. But N is just an awesome song. Very good, harsh and clean vocals, good musicianship. So that's what I think of the new 68 record. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll have more reviews soon, and see ya. Goodbye. Goodbye.